Pep Guardiola did not leave Manchester City because of failure. He also did not leave to escape pressure or look for a huge contract elsewhere. After nearly a decade of living in the harshest cycle of top football, what Pep needs right now is simply rest. In the final press conference at Etihad Stadium, the man who changed Manchester City's history appeared calm but tired. There are no longer those familiar fiery eyes on the sidelines, no longer the appearance of a strategist always obsessed with victory. Pep Guardiola admitted he had run out of energy after too many years of living under pressure. "I will rest. I have no plans to lead any team in the near future. If I still had the strength to continue, I would not stop now." It was not the farewell of a loser, but the sincere admission of a genius who had spent too much of his mind on football. During nearly 10 years at Manchester City, Pep Guardiola did not just do the job of a coach. He lives with every smallest detail of the team. From the tactical system, pressing intensity, the players' nutrition regime to the quality of the practice field turf, all are under his almost absolute control. The Premier League is the harshest environment in the world, and Pep is the model of coach who pursues perfection to the extreme. That's what turns each season into a war that erodes both body and spirit. On both sides, Alex Sandro and Danilo bring extensive experience, while Wesley is the most notable young face as this 22-year-old defender is highly appreciated for his development potential. Leo Pereira and Ibanez play the role of adding depth to the defensive system. Brazil's midfield includes Bruno Guimarães, Casemiro, Fabinho, Lucas Paqueta and Danilo Santos. This is an area that bears the pragmatic mark of Carlo Ancelotti. Bruno Guimarães will likely be the brain of the midfield with the extremely impressive ability to regulate tempo, press and escape pressing. Casemiro returned to the team after nearly 2 years of absence, bringing with him top experience and battle prowess. Fabinho also reappeared after a long time of not being used, while Lucas Paqueta is still the most important creative factor with his technique and sudden passes. In attack, Brazil possesses many players who are fast and rich in the ability to make a difference. However, Neymar is still the name that receives the greatest attention. This could be the last World Cup in the career of the greatest striker in Brazil's history with 79 goals. After a serious ligament rupture injury in 2023 and a series of doubts about his physical condition, Neymar was finally given a chance by Ancelotti. His appearance not only has professional significance but is also a huge spiritual boost for the Selecao. Besides the summoned names, Brazil also has many unfortunate absences. Rodrigo could not attend due to a torn anterior cruciate ligament injury. Eder Militao and Estevão also missed appointments due to physical problems. Meanwhile, the decision to eliminate João Pedro caused a lot of controversy as the striker had just had an impressive season. Richarlison and Gabriel Jesus were also not included in the final list. Brazil will meet on May 27 before playing a friendly match with Panama at the Maracana on May 31. After that, Selecao will go to the US to play the last friendly match against Egypt on June 6 before entering the 2026 World Cup journey. In the group stage, Brazil is in Group C and will face Morocco, Haiti and Scotland respectively. Carlo Ancelotti's goal is nothing more than bringing the Selecao back to the world throne after more than 24 years of waiting since the 2002 championship. What touched Brazilian fans the most was not only that Neymar was called up, but also because they understood how much he wanted this World Cup. Over the past several months, Neymar has continuously tried to regain his form, despite doubts about his age and injury. When the Brazilian national anthem played during Santos' match, his tears said it all. Carlo Ancelotti once affirmed that the opportunity to participate in the World Cup is always open for Neymar, but the prerequisite is that he must be in the best physical condition and form. And finally, little Pelé did it. Although he no longer possesses the speed or ability to break through like he did during his peak, Neymar is still a player who can change the outcome of the match with a genius level. He can completely drop deep and play like a classic number 10, using technique, tactical vision and sharp passes to make a difference. More importantly, Neymar's greatest value right now lies in his experience and bravery. The World Cup is a psychologically tough arena, and Brazil desperately needs an icon like him in the dressing room. Neymar will be a fulcrum for young players and help reduce media pressure on the entire team. Maybe Neymar will no longer be the absolute center of the Brazilian squad, but as long as he is present on the bench, the Selecao has an extra special card for the most difficult moments. Brazil at this time is not as highly regarded as candidates like Argentina, France or Spain. However, they still have scary weapons, traditional attack quality, the experience of veterans and especially the class of Carlo Ancelotti. The 2026 World Cup could be the last chance for Neymar to touch the prestigious gold trophy missing from his career collection. And if he turns that desire into motivation on the field, little Pelé can completely write the last glorious chapter in the yellow and green shirt of Brazil.